Hey y'all, welcome back to another video. It is December 7th. It is Sunday, December 7th, and I just finished my grocery shopping for the week, and I'm back at my desk because I feel like I have not talked to y'all in a long time, in real time, in a long time, because even though I'm uploading a video every week for the series, that was already like pre-recorded, like end of October, early November. So, and those videos are specific to, me setting up the stuff. So I feel like I wanted to talk and update y'all on some stuff because it is definitely like we're deep in planner season. We're deep in resetting, preparing for the next year. Everybody's trying to get their books together. I'm trying to figure out my goal setting and all that stuff. So that's what I'm talking about today. I do not have an order in which I want to talk about everything, but I do want to talk about my TN a little bit. I want to talk about the Hobonichis because this is Hobonichi Week. This was the first start of Hobonichi Week, December 1st. And then I want to do an end of the year flip of my personal rings because I need to get that up on the channel for all of this. All of this shit is about to change. So I need to get this up on the channel. Let's start with the TN real quick, just because I'm not really going to do too much talking about it because there is going to be a series, well, a video in this series on this. This is going to be part 8, but I already filled in my monthly for December because I forgot that the damn thing started in December. Now, I use my TN for my personal curriculum, and I want to kind of restructure the personal curriculum for next year and this notebook for next year because I want to I think I want to add my goals in this notebook too. So at first I didn't know what I was doing with my goals and didn't know the approach I wanted to take. I love Moxie Life, but I overwhelmed myself and was focusing on all 8 areas of life in the summertime for some reason, knowing that that's not how you're supposed to do things. Somebody commented on my 2025 planner lineup and they asked a specific question, and I had to go watch the video to answer the question, to figure the timestamp to figure out what they were talking about. And I ended up just watching the remainder of the video. And when I got to the goal section part, I was like, oh my God, like I was so inspired. I'm like, duh, that is what you were supposed to do. I don't know where you lost the plot. So I'm back doing what I want to do, the Moxie Life for 2026. I literally said in the video, I was like, oh yeah, I graded myself. I scored myself. I did my assessment, and the goals that I scored the highest in are going to be in maintenance mode, and the ones that I scored the lowest in are going to be what I focus on for the rest of the year. Why in the summertime did I switch that up and started focusing on all 8 areas and got overwhelmed and then stopped doing the goals? I don't know. I literally don't know. So anyway, I want to do the Moxie Life for 2026. I need to film this video, but I was waiting to film that because I wanted to wait for Moxie Life to do their yearly or their annual goal setting series that they do on YouTube every year, and they did it on the 2nd and the 3rd Tuesday and Wednesday of this week. So it was really, really good. And I like to watch that before I start thinking about my goals and stuff, and like doing my assessment and writing out my intentions, writing out my goals and all of that stuff. So yeah, so I haven't filmed that video. That's going to be part 8. Haven't filmed that yet because I was waiting on all of that stuff. And like I said, I want to now incorporate my goals in this notebook, and I want my personal curriculum to be focused more so on my hobbies. And yeah, I want it to be focused more so on my hobbies. We'll talk about that once I film that video because I really don't really know right now, and I do need to film it soon. So I'm thinking about getting my goals and stuff together for the year next week. So yeah, we'll talk about that later. Okay, Hobonichis. Oh my God. So like I said, it's December 7th. So we've been in here for 7 days, well, 6 days, because I have not updated today. First of all, everybody that is obsessed with the A6 sides, everybody who has been using the A6 sides for years, the people that swear by this, baby, I get it. I fucking get it. I'm obsessed. like as long as I can write physically, I will be getting this book from here on out. Like, I get it. I understand. I see you. I get it. I feel you. Like, what? Amazing. Like, literally the cutest little thing. Obsessed with it. Love it. So last time y'all seen this I switched out the cover. So last time y'all seen this, it was in the black leather cover, and I kept seeing this, and of course I didn't want to purchase it because I didn't want to purchase a new book. I just didn't want to do that. Saw this on eBay for a great price, didn't have to purchase the book, got it immediately. um so this is the foggy plaid A6 cover, and it is just, it's bomb. I don't know if it's coming up true on camera, but it's just really, really good. So funny because after I ordered it, Joy of Stationery, I think that's her name. Yes, Joy of Stationery did a video talking about all of the A6 covers in the 2026 release. And she was talking about this one, and everything that she talked about in that video is exactly what I wanted to hear, just in terms of just like how it feels, the color, the look of it. Just, I mean, it's perfect. So I am really, really happy. So let's do a flip of this because, like I said, I've been in here for the past 6 days. So I have a little postcard in the back of here. I have the Hobonichi dots from the color series 12 colors 12 months. This is from Virgo and paper. I placed my first order with Virgo and paper, super exciting. And then I just have this little freebie sticker from Mochi and Things. This is a word of the month card from the collaboration with me and PREZ. It says nourish. This one is from April. It says vibrant. And then I can't remember where this one is from, but this is another one of those. And then I just have some random little die cut stickers in here, and then a sample from Serica Studios. And I really don't do too much pocket deco lately, but if I have pockets that can actually fit stuff in, I'll I feel like I'll go crazy and like do super cute stuff. So that's the pockets. And then in the back, I just have some random stickers that my brother got me years ago. And then the thank you card from Serica Studio, because the way she wrote my name is so freaking cute. Really, really pretty. And then I just have the Hobonichi 12 color 12 month pen series in here, and this is for December. It's a uniball one for the month of December. So I'm using this as my creative daily. So this is my little fun creative daily. It's an extension on my memory keeper. It's where I get to do something creative, whether it's using stickers, journaling, watercolor, whatever have you. I have a little key in here because I'm putting this everywhere so that I can remember, but this is going to be mainly in my Hobonichi Weeks. So I have a key. I guess I'll talk about the key more so over here. Just a little sticker. This is a really, really cute sticker. I think I've seen this on Instagram or Pinterest. I can't remember, but Hale sent me back. That is hilarious. So I just printed it out on sticker paper and put it in here. And then I'm using the perpetual calendar for my monthly themes. I wrote monthly themes or highlights when I was initially setting it up, but I'm doing monthly themes at the top. So for December, it's integration and reflection plus vision prep. And then I'm using the index right here, or the dates right here, for an index. So 1 line a day. So basically, this is just indexing my dailies in the back. And then this is what my monthly looks like. So I'm feeling really nostalgic in here. Like, I don't know what it is, but this is making me want to reach for like my bandeau stickers that I used to. This is so like 2013. Like, I don't know, but it's making me feel like so just very childlike. Just, I don't know, it's very fun. I ended up getting a whole bunch of stickers from Soft Paper Studios too, and I bought this Hobonichi little photograph album, but I have just the stickers in here because I knew that like this was the vibe that I wanted to go towards, or like go like or feel whatever the vibe that I want to feel in this book. And it's just like so fun, y'all. So I'm using my little bando stickers. I'm using random stickers in here. This is also the year of shopping your stash. I'm using a whole bunch of stuff that I cleared out a whole bunch of shit, and I found a whole bunch of shit, and I'm using just stuff that I've had before, new stuff, and I'm just having fun with it. So this is the monthly, and I basically just put a highlight of the day it if it requires one, just putting a little highlight of the day. So I've been loving this. Videos are dropping every Friday, and Christmas tree, just like little cute little stuff. So loving this. And then for my dailies, it looks crazy back here because I don't really want to share too much, but this is the cover page. So loving the cover page. I wrote my monthly theme, I wrote my monthly energy, wrote my monthly focus, wrote my weekly reminder. And I think I'm going to just keep this vibe going for the rest of for going into 2026. Now, this is 2026 December, but I ended up redating it because I wanted to jump in here ASAP. So I used these little date stickers from Brandy Plans and just redated this because by this time I'll be in my next Hobonichi, if that makes sense. So my monthly cover page, I'll do like my whole little monthly mood, monthly intentions, monthly delusions for the month, and then I'll go into my dailies. Now it's so funny because I ended up journaling like real heavy right here. Like it says there's power in speaking up. Like, first of all, this is supposed to be fun, but this is exactly what happened, and it was so funny. So I just ended up journaling. The second day, I used my little Virgo and paper stickers. I ordered this sticker sheet from her, and then I ended up using the little horse because 2026 is going to be the year of the horse, and I wanted to talk about that a little bit here. And I end up not talking about it here. But yeah, the Moxie Life started their series and started watching Vlogmas of some of my favorite YouTubers and stuff, and have been feeling so fucking fat after eating all the Thanksgiving food. This is a self-portrait. Just being really fun and silly in here. I just love it. It's very childlike. It's very nostalgic. It's oh no, I'm having a really good time. I'm using my stamps, and I am using my stamps and like the weather stamps and just like doing the weather, which is really fun to look at because I do feel like sometimes the weather does change my mood. So tracking that. On the 5th, I did my word of the year, which is narrative. Now, I came up with the word, well, it came to me. I don't come up with them, I allow the words to come to me. I talked about this, a few years ago because my first year doing a word of the year was in 2023. 2023 was the first year that I did the Moxie Life series, and on one of the worksheets, it says word of the year. And I had never done one before. So I was like, okay, let me think about it because I don't want to force anything, that it comes to me. And we ended up watching a sermon by TD Jakes, and it was called Abide, or I think he was talking, I don't know what it was called, but I remember him talking about abiding in the Lord. And I was like, that's it, that's my word. So 2023, my word was abide, and 2024, my word was champion. Because I was like, I gotta win this fight. I'm getting dragged and I have to win this fight. So my word of the year was champion for 2024. And then for this year, 2025, my word is balance. And when it comes to balance, I feel like I know what to do now. The thing about it is repetition, consistency, discipline, all of that stuff just plays a huge factor when you're trying to balance everything. And I have learned that if you work it, it works. What the it is whatever you're trying to do. If you work it, it works because, and that's just that's just what I've come to realize. So word of the year for this year is balance. And then my word of the year for next year is narrative. I am watching on Tuesday nights, I do Bible study. I'm watching the series called Blessed by Pastor Mike. Well, I was about to say Mike Jones. That is not that man's name. By Pastor Mike Jr. And he did a sermon. I'm gonna put it below because I cannot remember the title to save my life. But he was talking about the things that you want to focus on for the rest of the year 2025 to 2026 is what um are your mindset, your relationships, and your obedience. Your mindset, your relationships, and your obedience. When he did that and he said that and he broke everything down, y'all, I took it and I ran with it. I was like, oh my God, mindset. Because essentially we've heard this several times. It's your mindset, it's your perspective, it's how you see things, it's how, which is what it's what you tell yourself. It is the mindset. You have to change your mindset, you have to change your perspective, you have to change your beliefs. And when he did that, I let that sit with me. I've been watching each week, I've let it sit with me, and all I kept thinking about was perspective, mindset, perspective, mindset. And I was like, well, dang, I don't really want perspective or mindset to be my word of the year. What can I think about? Okay, mindset, inner dialogue, inner, what are you telling yourself? Your inner beliefs, your inner narrative. I was like, oh, narrative. That's it. That's it. My inner narrative. I'm changing my narrative. And that's how I came up with this word. So love it, obsessed. That happened November 30th. I let that word come to me again. Happened November 30th. And I ended up just journaling about it because I did my themes for the year on Friday. Now, if you've been following me for a minute, I have been doing a word of the month. I love my word of the months. I have done that since 2013, and it is coming to a close. I shared it. We did it for the year, and now I am doing something a little different. Now, I've always had a word of the month, and I've always had a theme that I was focusing on for that month too. And I think I'm going to focus more so on monthly themes versus monthly words, but we'll get into all that soon. But did that on Friday, and then this was yesterday. Just yeah, and then that's it. So I'm loving this. Again, this is just somewhere where I come, and it's just an extension of my memory keeper, and it's somewhere where I can just have fun and do a whole bunch of stuff. But I've noticed that I have been recapping and journaling in here a little bit. So I don't know. I'm letting it be what it wants to be. I'm just letting it I'm letting it flow. But I'm loving this. I'm obsessed. I am definitely an A6 girl now. So that's the A6. And then the Hobonichi Weeks, the baby, the girl. We love her. Last time y'all seen her, she was not in any type of case. I got this Moterm cover on AliExpress in the imperfection section or whatever. The planners, when they say that something is wrong with it and you get a discount. Y'all, I have been trying to find the imperfection since I got the daggone thing. I mean, I can't find it. This was like $40 because they said it had imperfections. I cannot find them, so I highly recommend if you want something, if you want a new cover. So this is the Moterm Veg Tan in the color Midnight. Essentially, it is black. I have just some journaling cards in here, some page recs from Rosie, little freebie from Yoseka, and then these are from my Moleskin planner from a previous pocket planner. And then I am loving the palette juice in here, and then just like a little, what is this? A freebie from Virgo and Paper. And then I have a supplemental notebook in the back of here because I think I want to use this when stuff is like really heavy, or like I'm irritated or annoyed and I want to dump it here versus putting it in here. Because when I was reading back my previous Hobonichi recently, I got triggered, and I didn't have no sticky note, no warning, nothing on top of it saying beware. And I was mad because it'll be, and though that's real life shit where you'll be having a good day and then you'll be crying and throwing up the next, I wasn't ready to read some of the stuff that I read. And basically, like I said, I got triggered, which is meaning thinking that you're healed from something that you're really not. I don't know. I got thrown off. So if I feel like I need to release some shit, it's going to go in here versus going in here. Or if it does go in here, I need to figure out a way to censor it. I don't know. But anyway, this is my memory keeper. I like to use a Hobonichi Weeks for memory keeping. I just have some stickers in here. I ended up putting the pocket in the front because, yeah, there's no need to put it in the back. And then I have a key in here. So I am going to be using I'm going to be using these keys for the perpetual calendar in the front. Days off and paydays with these dot stickers, and then I need to fill in the holidays down here. And then this is going to be my cycle phase tracking my cycle phase, and then my workout tracker, and then it's also going to be tracking this stuff too. So remember when that initial setup video I was talking about some stuff I wanted to track at the top? This is what I'm going to be tracking at the top. So anytime I consumed alcohol, anytime I was eating out, anytime the number of days that I went to the gym, when I did my no spin, and anytime I fasted, and then so funny, anytime I cried, because I am a cry baby. So my sister was like, you need to track that. So I'm tracking how many times I cried within a month. And then I'm tracking my cycle phases here. We're going here. I'm using the same colored markers because even though I have a bunch of highlighters, I ain't trying to carry around 62 damn highlighters because I'm tracking all this shit. So remember these, they came in a sub box years ago from Cloth and Paper. I don't know which box, what year, whatever, but these are the ones that I'm using. And because they didn't come with the name and stuff, I just took like a little a white piece of sticker paper, colored on it, and then just taped it to the top of them. So these are the highlighters that I'm using for this tracker. And then for the monthly, it just looks like this. This is basically the monthly that is in my my personal rings. A little bit of it. So I'll just put like any bills that are due. I have any appointments, the holidays, any deadlines, just stuff like that are coming up. I indicated that Moxie Life was having their annual goal setting series, just stuff like that. So that's what the monthly is going to be looking like. And then my dailies, my weeklies are just exactly what happened. So literally exactly what happened. Up, did this, worked, had a great day, how I'm feeling, if I ordered anything, and just any little blurb that I want to do about the day. I am loving the palette juice. I was loving the palette juice last year, and then the paper switched on me and I hated it in here, and I just wanted to be done with the Hobonichi because of the paper. But this is my favorite pen in the Hobonichi so far. I've been using this in my A6 and in here. The tabs. Okay, wait, y'all. So remember I did the tabs in my initial video. I fucked up, and let me show you the fuck up so that if you have not tabbed your book yet, you can do what I did not do. So the tab, I wanted the tab to be on the first part of like where the first landed on the month. So this January tab should have been on here because January 1st started here. That's what I wanted, but I messed up. I don't know. I guess it was the camera. I don't know. I forgot. So I ended up just putting a little sticker here showing that January starts here, like on that page, just because the tab isn't on there. So I'm so mad about that, but it is what it is. Like, see here, February 1st starts here. The tab should have been on here, right? But anyway, so tabs are here. I ended up adding the memo section. I did this right. Look, I did this right. So the memo, if you want to flip to the memo, this takes you to your note section. So that's right. I am not using this section yet because this is for my 2026 notes. This will be my 2026 notebook. And then the list is just for the favorites and the My 100. I'm using the My 100. I think I'm using the My 100 for any of the media that I consume. So any TV shows, movies, podcasts, and books that I read, I'm using that for that. And then the memories, and then 365 days. I think I'm using this for my reading. I can't remember, but I think I want to use it for my reading. And that is it. I just have some older Hobonichi stickers that I clearly did not finish. I did not feel the need to repurchase these for this year because you have enough. Make it enough. Make it enough. Mix them up, use it, make it enough. So that is the Hobonichi Weeks. Loving, this is just, I'm loving this. This is, I said for 2026, it's just all of my personalities in books, in book form. All right, let's do a flip of my personal rings. Now, this video is going to be the last video in the series. It's going to be part 9. We're finishing that off because I know everybody is waiting for it. We're going to finish it off with the the personal rings, just because I'm waiting on a bunch of stuff. Like, I'm waiting on a bunch of stuff. I ordered a custom planner. I'm waiting on that. So that takes time. Building that out takes time. So this is a Giglio medium compania in the color gray. She is absolutely beautiful. And I'm just trying to build my little Giglio collection. Comes with a back pocket. I don't have anything back there. Comes with the little secretary pocket. I just have a card from Poing Hun. These cards are for the word of the month from the collaboration, and the word of the month is believe. And I thought it would be the perfect word to finish out December. And yeah, so this is a dashboard from the collaboration. So Pretty PREZ and For the Planner Girls. I think it's super, super cute. I wanted believe. Simple. I wanted it to just be that believe. I ended up doing, oh dang, I don't have it. I'll put it on the screen. I ended up sending her an inspo picture of when I had did like some little watercoloring in my pocket notebook, and the word was self-care, and I just kept writing it, and I wanted it to just look like this: believe. Just whatever you do, just believe. So that's the dashboard, and then we go into everything. Now, she is chunky, and most of this is my schedule and my budget section. So we're going to go through everything, and we're going to talk a little bit about what I'm taking with me, what's going and what's not going. This is a vellum from Noted, and I love this vellum. I definitely repurchased this for 2026. Vellum from A Paper Co. This is the yearly bundle from Peanuts Planner Co. I am definitely taking this with me. I already purchased one for 2026, and I basically just use this for birthdays, paydays, any events and stuff that are coming up. I will write on here, and then I'll move it into my monthlies. This is a kind of like a perpetual calendar that came with the 2026 and 2025 dated inserts that I'm using from Rosie, and I'm just tracking a bunch of stuff on here. This will not be going with me. Dashboard from the collaboration from January, intentional. This is a 2025 year at a glance on cardstock from Elmont Paper Co. Already repurchased this. Just some random sticky notes, and this is for February from the collaboration. Word of the month was passion, and some sticky notes. So this is a daily focus, and from daily focus insert from Infinite Lotus. The way that I use it is not how it is intended to be used. I believe this is intended for you to use this as a daily, and you write out all of your tags that you want to get done for the day, your start time and your finish. I use this as a template for my work week, AM and PM routine. So I'll have out everything I want to get done in the morning for the week, and then I'll write the time, and then I'll do the same thing at night. And that's how I've been using it. This is not going with me. I ended up purchasing one of her routines bundle, and we'll talk about that in my 2026 flip. This is a routines sheet for your daily, monthly, weekly, quarterly, yearly, and then you have Monday through Sunday, all of your routines. This might go with me because, again, I use these two for reference. These are just basically templates of what I want. This may go with me, I'm not sure. Workout plan, Infinite Lotus. This will not be going with me because I moved all of my workout stuff, my workout specifically, in my phone. So this won't be going with me. This is a tracker from Elmont Paper Co. And I use this for things. I used to use this for anytime I set up a new system. These were the things that I wanted to make sure that I got done within that system. So monthly reflection, review intentions, review goals, word of the month, pick a monthly book, bills and expense trackers, update yearly finances, like stuff like that. Now, I realized that this was like duh, but still I wanted to make sure that I did it. So this will not be going with me. On the back, this says add to Peanuts Planner Co. yearly, because this is stuff that I like to keep track of on a. This is basically like my last time I did it, or making sure I did it. So like monthly declutter, ordering my prescription, when is the last time I got a pedicure, replacing my toothbrushes, if I fasted some days. So this is that. So this is definitely going with me, but I think it's going to go on one of these. This is another little template. This was for, and this says add to Peanut Planner Co. yearly, but I don't know if I'm going to be adding this because this was for my goals. So remember when I stopped doing the Moxie Life system and I started focusing on 4 areas of life? This was for mental health, physical health, self-care, finances, and my hobbies. And this was everything that I wanted to get done in the month under these categories. This is not going with me because I probably won't even do half of this stuff. And then that was the template just for me. This was just like the reference page, me looking at it, and this was supposed to be the tracker. Mm-mm. And then here is just a bunch of notes. So this got chunked up because this is a time of year where I'm just in here writing, reviewing, trying to figure out certain things. So it just starts to look crazy and get chunked up because I'm taking a whole bunch of notes. So all of this stuff is just notes, random note pages. This is my countdown for my VDS that I ordered. We'll talk about that when we'll talk about that. So let me cross. Oh, that's not even the right color. Dang. But yeah, waited on my little custom to come. I ordered it November 7th. So got my shipping tracking for FedEx on the 5th. And that is not the right color, and I'm pissed. So doing that, this is my little inbox section. And I consider all of this my inbox. So inbox tab, I consider all of this my inbox. So I recently purchased these inserts from May Paper Co. So I just put them in here because I wanted to try them out. This is the inbox. So you have your event, task, or an idea. You write it here. You have your little categories in which they will go in. So calendar, next action, waiting on projects, someday, maybe, reference, and then you just check off where it's supposed to go. And then if you completed it. So wanted to see if I liked this. It's cool. I haven't really been reaching for because I've been heavy in my schedule section. This is a buy now, pay later, pretty self-explanatory. You put the shop, you put the items that you bought, the amount that you're paying in total, and then you break up your payments by 4. Contacts list. And I thought it would be cute and nostalgic to have a contacts list in here. I do have a sticky note in the very back of just like my emergency contacts, but I can fill them out and put them in here. This is another dashboard from the collaboration, and this was from March, self-care. A sticky note from May Paper Co. This is a vellum from Elmont Paper Co. Definitely repurchasing this. And just some layering from May Paper Co. This is my social media section, and it is very small. Let's see, is this? So in here, this was just like me jotting down stuff that I wanted to get done for social media. I started brainstorming some social media goals. I can tell you a couple of them for 2026. Number 1 being come out with a bomb ass sticker sheet. Y'all know 2 things about me. I love personal rings and I love stickers. I want to create a sticker sheet so freaking bad. So we're praying for that sticker sheet. And then I don't know if y'all watch Hey Amy, y'all. She has a podcast called Paper People, and I want to be on there. Don't know how, but I'm just throwing it out there. And then I want to add my PO box address to my YouTube because, well, the YouTube description box, because I've been spending money like a street pharmacist, and I ain't doing that. So if somebody want me to have something, send it to me because we're done. This is a yearly overview from Elmont Paper Co. And I was tracking when I uploaded a video, when I went live on Instagram, and when I emailed the newsletter. So I love this, and this is definitely something that is going with me next year, but it is not going to be used the same way. I brought some different inserts for my social media section. I'm going to use these for my goals, just to have a quick overview of my goals in my personal rings, even though I want my goals to mainly be in my TN. Progress tracker from Elmont Elmon paper co, and this is just a list of stuff that I wanted to get done, some notes on graph paper, and then the monthly trackers that I really never like keep up with, but essentially it's supposed to be, I'm covering something else up, but it's supposed to be YouTube videos, how many YouTube videos I post, how many subs I have, the number of posts I do on Instagram, how many followers, how many shorts I did, how my newsletter count, and if I get paid from Instagram, if I get paid from YouTube, what month it was. So that's supposed to be that. I don't really keep up with it too much, but yeah, dashboards, Rosie, Infinite Lotus. Okay, back up. I don't keep up with this the way that I want to. That is why this will be going with me into 2026. And I want to keep up with a bit more stuff. Sorry, because I'm like, hold up, wait. I want to keep up with, I want to track more stuff. So I want to track the YouTube videos, the YouTube subs, gain, loss, the number of shorts, the number of posts on Instagram, followers, gain, loss, YouTube payment. I don't know how to get paid from Instagram, but I want to know. So possible Instagram payment. I'm affiliated with a few different companies that I love, but I don't do a good job at posting them or talking about them, and I get a small commission. The only ones that I am affiliated with, I think 5 companies, and I cannot remember right now, so I'll put them on the screen, but I only get a small commission from 3. Infinite Lotus, which my link was deactivated because I did not make any sales in the month of September, I want to say, or the last month I made sales was in September. So my link was deactivated. I asked her to reactivate it, so it's activated now. So you can save up to 8%, I believe, 8% off your order with my Infinite Lotus link. And then noted, I have a 10% off code, and then Rosie, I have a 10% off code. So those are the only companies that I get a small commission from. And the other ones, like my North Cove link, I can use that code and so can you. So that's the benefit of that. And the same with my Elmon Paper Co., I believe. And then I have something else, and I'm so sad because I think I'm forgetting it. But anyway, so this is what I want to track moving forward. So this will be going with me. I just felt like I rushed over that, and I wanted to explain more. Dashboards, Rosie, Infinite Lotus. I always purchase this for the year from Infinite Lotus, so I have another one. I love this dashboard from North Cove. This is for the budget section, and this is my budget section. Now, it looked crazy in here because there's a lot of sticky notes and it's covering up stuff because I want to show what I'm using, but I don't want to show my numbers. So I have been using a month on 2 page from Infinite Lotus, and this is just to see an overview of my bills. I indicate my payday, I indicate what bills are coming out, but I don't put the amount on here. I like to put when I'm budgeting my paycheck using these using these stickers from PREZ. I like to put when I'm budgeting on my non-pay weeks and just stuff like that. Yeah, savings, challenges on the side, anything I need to look out for on the sidebar. And then that's that. So that's the month on 2 page. I like to use some sticky notes from North Cove to budget the paychecks. And then this is a vertical monthly from Infinite Lotus. I love this. This will not be going with me next year. I have a whole budget section that I cannot wait to talk about, but I've been ordering some stuff. But this won't be going with me to next year. This will not be going with me next year. This won't be going with me next year. But I love this. I've been using it for years. So this is where I write out my bill, write out the amount, and then I indicate paydays on here too. I like to see the same information, just different ways. Again, another one of those 2-page sticky notes from North Cove that I love. And sometimes this is the only way that I will budget my paycheck. Simple as that. So that's for all. That was July. This is August. Did the same thing. I have a paycheck budget insert in here from Infinite Lotus, and I should have brought a blank one so you can see it, but it's just basically you put your income, let's use our brains here. We put your income, you put your fixed expenses, you put your variable expenses, and then you total everything out. This is my monthly for September. I'm trying to figure out where the money was going. So funny, if you ever watch any of Yoshida's budgeting videos on her channel, she'll be like, where the money, Yoshida? Where's the money? And I felt the same way in, I think, the end of August. I was like, where's the money? So I started writing out. I mean, I used to do this a long time ago. Started writing out every single thing on that day, on here specifically, because I needed to figure out. I do this on my dailies, and I use another insert to track the daily expenses, but I needed to see it on the monthly. So forget all them icons and stickers and all that stuff. I needed to see what was going on. So September, I started doing that. And then October did the same thing. Sometimes I'll just take a little sticky note and plan my paycheck that way. This is a weekly check-in insert from Norris Cove. I love this insert. Again, you put your income, your bills that are due, your savings, your debt that you want to pay off, and you just continue to do it the same way. This is the monthly for October. It looks like this. Again, I am highlighting which paycheck is going to be, what bills are going to be paid with which paycheck, and then I'm writing out just expenses and stuff for the day. That same vertical monthly that I like to use, I pulled out one of Norris Cove's budget closeout inserts. I love these. These are pretty self-explanatory. You just, each week, so in order for you to have a successful monthly closeout or budget closeout, you come in here and you put your income for the week and what you budgeted, how much you actually got. You write your debt payoff for week 1 through 4. You write your bills, the paycheck amount, what you budgeted for. You write your expenses for the month, your savings, your sinking funds, your cash envelopes, your summary at the end of the month. Like if you are up on your weekly budget, then you should have a successful closeout. So I pulled out this again just to kind of play around with that. I also pulled out her monthly budget insert because I have never budgeted on a month, like for the month. I've always done just like paycheck to paycheck. So I pulled this out to play around with how this may look. So I'm playing around with it, still thinking about it. This is the monthly for November. I pulled out one of Norris Cove's paycheck budget inserts. I use this, but I use the other one from Infinite Lotus. I like this, easy enough, pretty self-explanatory. Income, bills, sinking fund, no, cash envelopes, and then expenses. So did that. This is in the monthly. So this is how my monthly for November looked. I was playing around with my my high-tech Coletto pen because I was writing the expenses just in random colors, and it didn't have like a rhyme or reason. And I was like, well, maybe I should color code it. So I ended up coming up with this one. So bills would be in black. This is not accurate. I came up with the key after the fact, but bills will be in black. Not budgeted will be in red, expenses in blue, and then income in green. So moving forward, that's the key that I should be following. That's for November. And then I have another one of those weekly check-ins that I love to use from Norris Cove. And then this is for December. And I need to come in here and fill in some stuff because I definitely spent some stuff on yesterday and the day before. So I need to come in here and fill this in. Okay. So the month on 2 page is not going with me. The paycheck budgeter is definitely going with me. And the weekly check-in, all that stuff is definitely going with me. This is a weekly finance assessment from Norris Cove. This is a bill tracker from Infinite Lotus. Now, I love this bill tracker because even though some of these bills are these are my fixed expenses, which means that they are fixed, like the amount shouldn't change or isn't supposed to change. But for my storage unit in 2024, my storage unit was 140. By December of 2025, it was 203. By August of this year, it was 246. So being able to see that, which is crazy, but being able to see that is why I love this particular bill tracker versus this one. Same with Planet Fitness, like you have your monthly amount, but then you have that annual fee that comes out. So I love this one versus me looking at this where I'm just checking off if I paid it. Like I can check off if I paid it here, but I still want to make sure that I know that amount if it changes. So this is definitely going with me next year. This won't be just some vellum. I think this is from Noted. This is from Rosie. And then I just have some random sticky notes in here. North Cove, which is the saving challenge one, which I love. This is the weekly spending totals, which I love. I have so many of these, and this is just like a little list. And this one is from Cloth and Paper. Love these. And then we go into my expenses. So online spending tracker is from Noted, and I just have a little Black Friday wish list in here. Y'all let me know, did y'all find any good deals for Black Friday? I was very disappointed with Infinite Lotus. Sorry, girl. I love you, Vivian, but every insert that I wanted was special order or like special, right, a special order insert. So I did not qualify. The first night of the Black Friday, I didn't qualify for any of the savings. Thank God I had a whole bunch of points. So I ended up using a $10 off of my total. So I could have ordered that shit before Black Friday because I didn't save anything. But my little Black Friday list, this is a track register from Infinite Lotus. I have this in here, debating on whether this is coming with me. These two, the wish list and the shopping tracker, of course, are coming with me. I ordered one of these from Infinite Lotus. I order one of these every year. This is just the yearly dashboard. This is a yearly finance insert from Infinite Lotus. This is definitely coming with me. I sound like a broken record every time I talk about this insert because I love it. I feel like it sets the tone for your finance section. So this just has the year, like a little goal for, like a little theme for your year, your top goals. You get to track your income, expenses, savings, and debt, and you put your start amount, you put your goal and your ending amount, and then you track your finances at the bottom, your accounts. So I do my high yield savings and my 401k, and then any goals, a section for your quarterly to-dos. This is a monthly budget insert from Infinite Lotus that I put in here because I'm trying to see if I want to be a monthly budget girl. And I think I'm gonna try it out. If not this one, I'll do the North Code one. It's pretty much the same thing. Write your income, write your debt, write your savings, write your expenses for the month. So I'm trying to plan out everything as I go. This expense tracker, this will probably come with me. This expense tracker will come with me from Infinite Lotus. But again, just trying to figure some things out. I have my savings tracker and I have my debt tracker, and all of these are from Infinite Lotus. Then I just have a bunch of notes for finances. So my payday routine, my financial notes, just budgeting notes and stuff like that, all on random note paper from Infinite Lotus and Rosie. This is a dashboard from the collaboration, and this is the Aspire dashboard, and just a little fly leaf with some sticky notes on here. And then we go into my schedule section finally. So this is all of the schedule stuff. So December, this is a cover page from the minimal line, and then I just have some point hun sticky notes on here. This is a tracker from Peanuts Planner Co. And I still have she's chunky, like the planner is chunky because I still have September in here. So I'm using and loving, by the way, but I cannot wait to go back to my dailies, and you'll see why, because in the back I've been using a bunch of sticky notes because I'm running out of space. So using these monthly and weekly inserts from Rosie. So this is September, and yeah, month on 2-page, appointments, bills that are due, events, birthdays, all of the things go on your monthly. And then I have my weeklies in here, and I've just been doing the same thing. Any day specific things, any tasks, any daily spending I put on here. And I love these. My favorite thing to do is decorate my weekly and have like create my little weekly spread. So that's what I've been doing. That's September. Just some random lists. And then October, again, month on 2-page, running out of space, really needing those dailies. I'm just so used to a weekly overview and then a daily. But Really loving these. I'm glad I tried them. This is the weekly expense insert from Infinite Lotus that I love and have been using for a minute now. This is how I keep track of the weekly expenses. I write it on here, but I also write it on here. Like I said, I write it in multiple places so that when you're trying to do something like a budget closeout, you'll have all of the information. So I like to do this. I write my bills in red so that I know that, okay, girl, you had a bill come out. So be careful with all your spending that you're doing. So that is that. Just a random day on a page from Rosie in the middle of my week, right? This was a cute week. And then another one of those weekly expenses tracker. This is November. The spending is crazy. And then this was the last week. This is when I started missing my dailies. You can see all these sticky notes that I'm reaching for. Instead of reaching for a day on, I don't know why I didn't reach for, where is that daily? I don't know why I didn't reach for wherever that daily went. I don't know why I didn't reach for these. I don't know. I don't, instead of just writing all these sticky notes. But again, this was the week of Thanksgiving. This is going into December. And this is my December month on 2 pages. And this is this week, which came out super cute. Love it. And that is it. So I kind of put in some goals that I want to get done for next week because I want to start my prepping stuff. So I'm calling next week, week 1, week 2, week 3. And then by that last week, which is like the 29th, will be week 4, and I'll be ready for the new year. So that is it. I have some more of those day on a page from Rosie. And then that's my schedule section. A dashboard from Rosie. This is a really cute dashboard from Crafted Designs with Living with Lacey. This is my reference section, which is not much in here. This is just a dashboard from Infinite Lotus. I have the last time I insert from May Paper Co. I love this, and I just write when I get my car serviced and any projects that I wanted to. This is a projects insert from her, and I haven't kept up with this, but this is just me rewriting when I was writing the series. And just some sticky notes with some information on them, and then May Paper Co. and Norris Cove. Appointment sticky note for cloth and paper, a May Paper Co. Happy Mail sticky note, and then this page lifter is from Point Hunt years ago. I believe planner card from the collaboration for this month. And I'm using, I have in here stretching out the pin loop, a Kaveco Sport in black. So that is it, y'all. That is the end of the year flip for my personal rings. Like I said, all of this is about to be switched out and changed. So I wanted to get a flip up on the channel before we do all of that. But that is it. That is everything that I wanted to talk about. I need to start thinking about setting up my goals for next year, and I need to print out the Moxie Life printables so that I can do those. Everything that I use for Moxie Life is completely free. Like, I utilize their free stuff. I use their printables, and if they upload a video or a live talking about their goal setting stuff, I watch their YouTube channel. So I need to do that for next week so that I can start setting my goals up so that I can film part 8, because part 6 and part 7 is already filmed. So I need to film part 8, but that is, like I said, the TN video, and I have not set that up yet. Haven't thought about my goals, like as far as like how I want the flow of that notebook to be. So I need to think about that all next week. So I will see y'all in the next one. Thank y'all so much for watching. I will talk to y'all later. Oh, let me know in the comments. Okay, so Friday, the part 5, the plotter video went out. Let me know what has been your favorite so far. Since 5 videos have come out already, let me know what has been your favorite from the series. Mine are part 2, which is the Hobonichi Weeks, and the plotter, which was that part 5, which came out on Friday. Just because the Hobonichi Weeks video was super chill. I love the way the music came out in that video. I had a really good time picking the music for that video. And then the plotter, I love that video because I was feeling really good and I was super talkative that day. Because if you know how much energy and what it takes to set this camera, well, set your phone up and film and edit all this stuff, then you already just know like it could just get really overwhelming. So I felt really good that day, real talkative, and I'm finally using something that I have been I guess sitting on for a while. I'm finally putting something to use that I have been holding on to for a minute. So I love it. But that's it. Let me know what has been your favorite video so far, and are you prepared and ready for next year? What goal setting system are you using? Have you thought about your goals? What's going on? Just let me know. Like I always like to say, keep the conversation going in the comments, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye.